Who's the best movie reviewer through and through? That's Movie Mania on YouTube. That's who. Why don't you stay a while and have your life reviewed?
Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Maniac Monday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Such as today I give you your brief synopsis, starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for or not trailer, but where you can watch this bad boy for free. Alright, now that I got all that said in mind, all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. Today's, I feel really bad because this one got lost in the shuffle somewhere, and I was supposed to do it a while ago. I'm going to be trying to catch up with this, with all my reviews I have, but I keep gaining more and more on every day. So please be patient with me, everybody. I'm really sorry about this one. I meant to get to it a lot sooner than what I did. It got kind of, like I said, it got lost in the shuffle. But we're going to go ahead and get to it right now. And this one is called Mad Thoughts. It came out in 2021. It's got a 17-minute runtime. It stars David E. Ambrose only David E. Ambrose. He's the one and only star. And then this is directed by Francique. Sorry, Fragrance, if I mispronounced your last name. I'm terrible with that. But anyways, let's roll on to what it's about. It's about a middle-aged man who is suffering through the thought of committing suicide. It's very sad. It starts out with it doesn't have any like real dialogue, but it has like dialogue written across the screen. Oh, and by the way, this film is from Grenada, I believe. So this will be the first and only film I've ever seen from there. But anyways, back to what it's about. It starts off with him with like a buck knife, and then eventually a machete. And he talks himself out of it each and every time. And this is broke up between 4 segments. A lot going on in that 17 minutes. Not anything that's going to blow you away to the point to where you're going to preach the gospel about this. But you will be thinking. At least it makes you think. Especially if you've known anyone or have suicidal thoughts now or in the past. You can really it really makes your life bleak and really hard to live. And I just have a lot of deep emotion for stuff like that, because I have suffered from those thoughts in the past. Does that make me any better or anyone? No, it don't. I just got lucky and was able to find the right people to have in my life. But anyways, people often are stuck in this rut, like David Ambrose's character, where they feel like the only way to get through is to take themselves out. And it's sad that somebody would think that, but it is 100% true. They think that the world would be a better place without them. Um, there's various things, from money to jobs to no place really to live, um, family leaving you, wife leaving you, girlfriend leaving you, whatever it is. We all suffer from those things, and it is pretty powerful on that aspect. It's not a complete home run out of the park, though, but it definitely makes you think. So keep that in mind. Um, and then eventually he moves on to a rope. He's going to hang himself. Chet talks himself out of that. Um, then he's going to take some pills. And it's just, the guy is just unfortunately a sad mess. And then eventually he decides enough for the day, and he starts to head back home. But it doesn't mean that he was not successful with his attempts, because that's just one day out of 365 days out of the year that they show what's going on with him. But anyways, let's get on to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First and foremost is the audio. The audio is pretty good for what it's supposed to be. It's just picking up outside noises like the water flowing, wind kind of blowing a little bit. Nothing too intense or insane going on audio wise. Like I said, there's no real dialogue, or at least not any spoken dialogue, I should say. So I'm going to give it an A, just for doing just a good job with what they presented with. Now on to the dialogue. The dialogue was written dialogue across the screen. I just wish I was a faster reader. I had to rewind it and rewatch a few times in a few places, because my reading is not the fastest. I'm getting old. But I'm going to give it a B on that. I think they did okay. It did better than average, in my opinion. Now on to the final thing, which is editing. Editing is one of the toughest things a filmmaker can face. I know that I have troubles with editing myself. It is one of the toughest things that I can think of. But they do a pretty good job. It's got okay pacing and momentum. It does build on itself quite quickly. But it doesn't fail to hit the mark, but it doesn't hit the mark with such intensity that it'll scare you out of what you're about to do. It just gives you plain thoughts of what a day is like for somebody who's going to have these thoughts. So the editing, I'm going to give another B. So we got two B's and an A. My final score through 1 through 5 is going to be a 3 out of 5. It's an average type movie. It could be a little better, but it's really not bad. I think that people should check this out, especially with somebody that has suffered these feelings. Maybe you can connect with each other a little more, or make you understand something about people that have depression and anxiety and all kind of other mental illnesses, and it really can make you think on that. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I'll be back at you on Wednesday. Sorry I wasn't able to get 3 out last week. I was just so busy with schedule wise. But this week I'm gonna try to make it work with Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe even throw in a Sunday in there, just because I have a lot of stuff to review. Alright, y'all, love your faces, and as always, peace.